Last week in technology, you learned about pixels and you created an 8-bit old school video game character, and you uploaded it this week for as an assignment. This week, we're going to create self-portraits or 8-bit selfies. So if you remember, we talked about pixels last week, and we said that a pixel is one spot of color on the screen, and it's about 1 byte in size. So here's an example of two different self-portraits. The first one on the left is a little bit more simplified than the one on the right. It's forward facing. It has fewer colors and fewer details. The self-portrait on the right has a lot more details. He's kind of facing sideways a little bit or on an angle. It looks like he's got sunglasses and a hoodie and the drawstrings on his hoodie, and he's wearing a purple V-neck shirt, it looks like. Okay, so that's a little bit more detailed. So you have to think about what you want your selfie to look like. Here are a few more examples. The first and third examples are less detailed than the example in the center. The picture in the center also is facing forward. We could just see so much more about his eyebrows and his hair, and you can see his lips, and it looks like he's wearing a jacket. And then the guy on the right, he has sunglasses, but you can't see too many other details about his face. And then the guy on the left, you could see his eyes and his nose, but and maybe just his shirt, and that's it. So you have to think about how detailed you want your self-portrait to be. And if you think about that before you create, it gives you a good place to start. So we're going to use this site, Make 8-Bit Art, but I'm not going to have you watch me create my whole self-portrait from scratch. I already have it here ready for you. So you know how it goes. You pick a color and you click and you go. So let's say you're done and you want to save this self-portrait. You would click the Import Save button and click, first thing, Local Store. And it'll say your art has been saved locally to your browser. You can see all locally saved art by clicking the Open Existing Art button. It's kind of important to do this just in case you make a mistake in saving, and you never want to close this or change it until you know you've saved it. Okay, so I've saved it that way first as my safety net, but the next thing I have to do is I have to save it so I can download it to my computer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to X this out because it seems to glitch on me every time. I'm going to click Import Save again, and this time I'm going to click Selection. So it's important to remember what you do here because you're going to have to do it again. And I recommend that you save one row out to each side and one row above and below. So let me show you again from last week. So it looks like it might be about here. Let's try it. And click and drag. Okay, so it's one row above and one row below, but it's not on the left. I was too far in. So I don't want that one. I'm going to X that out, and I'm going to start over because every time I do it any other way, it glitches on me. I'm going to click Selection again. I'm going to try to go one row over to the left and one row above. And let's try it from here. I think it's 2. I didn't go high enough. So, it's not always easy. It might take you a few times. So we're going to try it again. So this is over. Oops, kind of moved it there. This might be right. Let's try it. And see how I didn't click Selection again? So undo. And just to show you, I make mistakes too. And the thing with technology is you have to be kind of patient. Is that right? Yeah, so one above and one over. Let's see. I think I have it. Yes, this is right this time. Okay. And the reason why is when we make our animated picture, we want our pictures to be the same size. So I'm one row to the left, one row to the right, one above, one below. Let go. Now I'm going to right click. I'm going to save image as, remember not link, image. And I'm going to save it to my desktop, and I'm going to name it 8-Bit Selfie 1 and save. Now, I'm going to X this out. Now, we're saving this two different ways, or we're saving it twice because we need at least two different pictures for our next project. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this slightly different. So you're going to be able to change one thing about your selfie, whether you change your eyes, your mouth, the clothes you're wearing, whatever you want. So I'm going to change my mouth. And so I'm going to go to my history here so I know what colors I used before. And I'm going to, let's see, I want to make my mouth open. So I think I'm going to start here. And maybe I'll go down here. I'll go out one more row here. And let's give myself some lips here. Okay, so I think that's enough. I've changed my mouth. Okay, so my mouth was closed in the first one, and now it's open in this one. So I've only changed one thing, and when I put my two pictures together, it's going to look like I'm talking in my animated picture. So again, I want to click Import Save. Local store first. I want to make sure I have it on and save to my browser. I'm going to X that out, hit Import Save again, click Selection. And remember, I want to save this one row over to the left and one row above and below. So let's see. Let's try this here. I did it. Okay, so one row to the left, one row above, one row to the right. So you want an empty row all the way around. Then my pictures will be the exact same size. Let go and right click. And I'm going to save image as 8-bit selfie 2. Okay, so that's all you're going to do on day 1, and I'll come back and show you in another video what to do for day 2 to make your animated picture or GIF. Talk to you soon. Bye.